About Cologne Cathedral. Cologne Cathedral is a cathedral in Cologne, North Rhine-Westphalia belonging to the Catholic Church. It is the seat of the Archbishop of Cologne and of the administration of the Archdiocese of Cologne. It is a renowned monument of German Catholicism and Gothic architecture and was declared a World Heritage Site in 1996. It is Germany's most visited landmark, attracting an average of 6 million people a year. At 157 m 515 feet, the cathedral is the tallest twin-spired church in the world, the second tallest church in Europe after Ulm Minster, and the third tallest church of any kind in the world. Construction of Cologne Cathedral began in 1248 but was halted in the years around 1560, unfinished. Attempts to complete the construction began around 1814 but the project was not properly funded until the 1840s. The edifice was completed to its original medieval plan in 1880. The towers for its two huge spires give the cathedral the largest façade of any church in the world. Cologne's medieval builders had planned a grand structure to house the reliquary of the three kings and fit for its role as a place of worship for the Holy Roman Emperor. Despite having been left incomplete during the medieval period, Cologne Cathedral eventually became unified as a masterpiece of exceptional intrinsic value and a powerful testimony to the strength and persistence of Christian belief in medieval and modern Europe. In Cologne, only the telecommunications tower is higher than the cathedral. Building history of the Gothic Cathedral. Medieval beginning. The foundation stone was laid on Saturday, August 15, 1248, by Archbishop Conrad von Hochestaden. The eastern arm was completed under the direction of Master Gerhard, was consecrated in 1322 and sealed off by a temporary wall so it could be used as the work continued. 84 misericords in the choir date from this building phase. This work ceased in 1473, leaving the south tower complete to the belfry level and crowned with a huge crane that remained in place as a landmark of the Cologne skyline for 400 years. Some work proceeded intermittently on the structure of the nave between the west front and the eastern arm, but during the 16th century this also stopped. 19th century completion. With the 19th century Romantic enthusiasm for the Middle Ages, and spurred by the discovery of the original plan for the façade, the Protestant Prussian court working with the Church, committed to complete the cathedral. It was achieved by civic effort. The Central Dom Bavarin, founded in 1842, raised 2/3 of the enormous costs, while the Prussian state supplied the remaining third. Citation needed. The state saw this as a way to improve its relations with the large number of Catholic subjects it had gained in 1815, but especially after 1871. It was regarded as a project to symbolize German nationhood. Work resumed in 1842 to the original design of the surviving medieval plans and drawings, but using more modern construction techniques, including iron roof girders. The nave was completed and the towers were added. The bells were installed in the 1870s. The largest bell is St. Peter's Glock. The completion of Germany's largest cathedral was celebrated as a national event on October 15, 1880, 632 years after construction had begun. The celebration was attended by Emperor Wilhelm I. With a height of 157.38 m 516.3 feet, it was the tallest building in the world for 4 years until the completion of the Washington Monument. World War II and post-war history. The twin spires of the cathedral were an easily recognizable navigational landmark for Allied aircraft bombing during World War II. The cathedral suffered 14 hits by aerial bombs during the war. Badly damaged, it nevertheless remains standing in an otherwise completely flattened city. On March 6, 1945, an area west of the cathedral Marzelenstrasse Trancas was the site of intense combat between American tanks of the 3rd Armored Division and a Panther OSF. A of Panzer Brigade 106 Feldherrnhalle. A nearby Panther, a German medium tank, was sitting by a pile of rubble near a train station right by the twin spires of the Cologne Cathedral. The Panther successfully knocked out 2 Sherman tanks, killing 3 men, before it was destroyed by a T-26E3 Pershing, nicknamed Eagle 7, minutes later. Film footage of that battle survives. Repairs of the war damage were completed in 1956. A repair to part of the northwest tower, carried out in 1944 using poor quality brick taken from a nearby ruined building, remained visible as a reminder of the war until 2005, when it was restored to its original appearance. To investigate whether the bombings had damaged the foundations of the DOM, archaeological excavations began in 1946 under the leadership of Otto Doppelfeld and were concluded in 1997. One of the most meaningful excavations of churches, they revealed previously unknown details of earlier buildings on the site. Repair and maintenance work is constantly being carried out in the building, which is rarely free of scaffolding, as wind, rain, and pollution slowly eat away at the stones. The Dombauerhut, established to build the cathedral and keep it in repair, employs skilled stonemasons for the purpose. Half the costs of repair and maintenance are still borne by the Dombauverein. 21st century. On August 18, 2005, Pope Benedict XVI visited the cathedral during his apostolic visit to Germany, as part of World Youth Day 2005 festivities. An estimated 1 million pilgrims visited the cathedral during this time. Also as part of the events of World Youth Day, Cologne Cathedral hosted a televised gala performance of Beethoven's Missa Solemnis, performed by the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra and the London Philharmonic Choir conducted by Gilbert Levine. On August 25, 2007, the cathedral received a new stained glass window in the south transept. The 113 square meters 1,220 square feet glass work was created by the German artist Gerhard Richter with the 400,000 euros cost paid by donations. It is composed of 11,500 identically sized pieces of colored glass resembling pixels, randomly arranged by computer, which create a colorful carpet. Since the loss of the original window in World War II, the space had been temporarily filled with plain glass. The then Archbishop of the Cathedral, Cardinal Joachim Meisner, who had preferred a figurative depiction of 20th century Catholic martyrs for the window, did not attend the unveiling. Holder of the office since 2014 is Cardinal Rainer Maria Woelge. On January 5, 2015, the cathedral remained dark as floodlights were switched off to protest a demonstration by Pejada. World Heritage Site. In 1996, the cathedral was added to the UNESCO World Heritage List of culturally important sites. In 2004, it was placed on the World Heritage in Danger list, as the only Western site in danger, due to plans to construct several high-rise buildings nearby, which would have visually impacted the site. The cathedral was removed from the in danger list in 2006, following the authorities' decision to limit the heights of buildings constructed near and around the cathedral. As a World Heritage Site and host to the Shrine of the Three Kings, Cologne Cathedral is a major attraction for tourists and pilgrims, and is one of the oldest and most important pilgrimage sites of Northern Europe. Visitors can climb 533 stone steps of the spiral staircase to a viewing platform about 330 feet above the ground. The platform gives a scenic view over the Rhine. Note: Cologne Cathedral is one of the examples of historical buildings in Germany besides castles. Located in the city center of Cologne, this cathedral is a magnificent Roman Catholic cathedral with Gothic architecture. The construction of Cologne Cathedral began in 1248 and has similarities to Amiens Cathedral. One of its prominent features is the magnificent altar made of black marble and 5 stained glass windows on the south wall, which were once given by King Ludwig I of Bavaria.